All right, come on, baby.
Good morning. Today is July 19th, 2022, and we are well met. We've got a couple still coming on, but I'm just going to start off the bat. Marie just asked me when I said this is how my light language started coming in. So I brought out with me this brass end table. I have two of them. And it was during a sound bath, and I might have done hot babe before the sound bath. I don't remember, but it might have been just sound bath. And I was guided to pull this table over to me, and I started using it as a drum. And it's very, when I say it's very shimmery, it's like, it's a lot of finger work. So that was initially how the sound of light language started to come out, was through my fingers, through my hands. I've always been a hand dancer, but it was from that point where I started to notice that if I was hand dancing, there was other stuff going on. There was something else like guiding it, or maybe I just made the connection like I had never made before, of like that's what was happening, was I was communicating codes. And then in that same sound bath, and I've shared this before, so I started doing it in this kind of circular motion, and it felt like I was conjuring something. Like that's the word I use, is conjuring. Like I was creating something with the sounds and with the motion. And then and it felt like it was like water, like I was creating something liquid. And that's what I was seeing with the gesture I was doing, was I was creating something in this like pond almost. And then I was able to send the liquid from the pond out like in a mist. So I was able to like send it out and have it take up massive space through mist. So this was October, November-ish of last year. And then in November, my light language came on in full, out of my mouth, out of my hands, like all of that. So, and then the last bit of that, hi Shannon, good morning. Marie just asked me a question, so I was answering. And then the last bit of that was that after that sound bath, and I was sharing with my soul sister, Christine, who happened to be there, about my experience during the sound bath and the drums. And she was like, that drumming was really cool. And, and I said, this is what I was visualizing. And then my friend, Joe Sanchez, who's friends with Ben Connor, that's how I know Joe. I've never met him in person, but he's also super high vibrational being and leads a lot from like through the Elohim, lead through him, and or communicate through him. And he was in Hawaii, and he sent me a picture and was like, does this resonate with you? And I said, where is this? I was just here. And he sent me a picture of what I just visualized when I was like doing this incantation. So, and then as I was sharing with you, like my light language came on in full in November in response to someone else speaking light language and channeling light language. And then I was talking back to her. I was like, wait, what's happening? So it is 11:11. Yay, we are well met. Woo. We surrender to the highest good. We surrender to our highest good. We surrender and allow the God, Goddess, Source to speak through us. We ask that all that is not love fall away, and only that which is for our highest good and our highest evolution be made manifest. We ask only for our highest good to be made manifest for us and all concerned. Please put that which is for our highest good and our highest evolution directly in our path. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Universe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We surrender. Thank you. May all unfold with ease, grace, and delight for the highest good of all involved. Thank you. And so it is.
And so it is.
So
it is.
I wanted to take a quick moment and introduce Marie Lucas. She is a relatively newly met soul sister, newly met this lifetime. We connected in January and did an exercise together. And from that moment knew that our souls had known each other for a very long time. So she probably is connected to some of you as well, because we've all know that we've known each other before. So thank you for, I texted her and was like, hey, can you join the call? She's like, oh, it's in 4 minutes. So thank you for being here today.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here and to meet all of you.
So if you want to say a couple sentences to introduce yourself, and then I'm gonna broach something to the group, and then we'll leave it open to whoever else wants to share what's going on.
Sure. Yeah. Introducing. Yeah, my name's Marie. I live in Washington State, just about half an hour south of Seattle, where Julie is. I have 6 incredible, beautiful children, 2 magical girls. Let's see, I just recently came out of a career as an interior designer and a kitchen and bath designer, and I'm now like fully heart passion pursuing my vision of creating a community in Washington and really building a tribe here. So that's what I'm busy with right now.
Awesome.
Well,
thank you. And she's what's the term is chain breaker?
Chain breaker. I don't.
She's a chain breaker. Like, you want to break some patterns, she's the one to go to.
Yes, ma'am.
So I wanted to start off with so what we talked about last week was focusing our energy, gearing up towards 8/8 and Lionsgate, which is when we started last year, of speaking more of what we're wanting, like speaking more into an existence, like not giving energy to that which we're not wanting, just not giving it energy. And it's not spiritual bypassing. It's not like we're ignoring it. We can acknowledge it, like, okay, I get you. My energy is here. I get you. Thank you for all you've done, or whatever. Like, thank you for the lesson. And what I'm creating, or I'm standing in my abundance, or I'm standing in my divine health and well-being. And that being said, Gina got a positive test result for COVID. And she sent me a message saying she's not feeling well. And these were her where's her message here? These were her exact words. I have a cold or something, and I triggered a fibromyalgia flare. I'm full of body pain. It feels like all of my skin and some of my muscles have been scrubbed away with sandpaper. If it fits with the group's work today, perhaps send me a boost. So obviously it fits with us today that we're going to send her a boost. That goes without saying. And I don't know, there's something to look at there. There are some who say that COVID and the vaccine are a bioweapon, like COVID is just AI. So we can look at it like one of our immediate in the I Am Collective has been impacted or infected with AI, with an AI virus. I'm open to other interpretations or conversations about that. I'm just kind of throwing it out there, and that, as always, we can use what's happening within our group as proxy for sending that healing out to the collective and to the, to the whole. So that's all I have to say for today. And I'm open to whoever else.
This is Jennifer. I want to add something to that too. Right now, Chiron, the moon is going over Chiron, which is our wounded healer. So right now is a time to let go and purge any and all things that do not fit and aren't for your highest and greatest good. Release let them go with love. And just know you don't want to stay in that wounded place. Let those wounds go. Let your innate soul heal and move forward with your dreams and your goals. And don't let anything stand in your way. Right now is the time to go for your dreams. Let everything else fall to the sides.
Mm.
With Gina, I'm thinking she might be holding on to some pattern that maybe doesn't serve her anymore. And she really needs to do a let go, a cleansing on herself, just to release any and all things that may be attached to her or patterns that no longer serve her.
Got it. Thank you for that information. I love that you always know what's going on with the planets.
Well, they're very, what happens above also happens below. There's tons of solar flares happening. We're all being triggered. We're all being affected by this energy shifts and attacks, you know, and the AI movement is strong and hard right now.
The what movement?
So we have to make the AI movement.
Oh, yeah.
So we have to make sure that we're strong and we're plugged into source pretty much.
You keep breaking up, Jennifer, and I don't know if it's me or you.
I've been having this problem. I don't know what it is.
Okay. Well, so as happens sometimes when we get on these calls, the interference.
And you start talking about AI.
Talking about AI.
Oh.
We're like, ah.
So I actually have been doing a little bit of work on that subject, and
Perfect.
it's so interesting working with this group. I've had so many activations since I started working with you guys.
Yes.
And so now I work regularly with the dragon. So I asked, who should I go to for help with this? And the answer surprised me, and it was the black dragon.
Mm.
Rebirth.
Is that what it stands for? I haven't looked it up yet.
Death and rebirth is usually the blackness of tarot, you know, the death card.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
haven't
that's what this black dragon is.
Okay.
I'm just getting that that's not like,
Okay.
that's what I'm hearing is that's not what the black dragon is.
Okay.
And I recently I remember telling you guys about doing, about healing my, the program leader at the transformational event that I was at. And she had a dragon come in and it was a black dragon. So we'll do some more research on that, but I don't think that black dragons are death and rebirth. And that could be part of it, right? Like it's like you finally meet your dragon when you're in the rebirth process, maybe, you know, but
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Cynthia, were you done? Is there anything else you wanted to?
No, I'm done. I just thought that was interesting.
Anything else for you that's come up in this past 2 weeks that you?
Well, like I said, I was doing some, so I do grid and portal work, and I mentioned to you that I was working in Rome quite well, a bit, and also on some larger monuments. And then I recently got an entree into the Fae Kingdom, which was new and different. So what's happening is that these unseen realms are looking to establish bridges, and they're reaching out to folks like us to do that. So that was quite an honor for me to go through that experience. That was neat. So I've been there a few times.
Cool.
Thank you for bringing that up. Fairy Congress is this weekend in Washington. I think it's in Washington. And it's where people that identify as Fae gather together. So we'll send a little energy out to support whatever they're creating. And and happening this weekend as well. Christina, Shannon, anything?
So there has been a lot going on in the past week and a half, even I'll probably even say 2 weeks. And I had been wondering about AI too, and we had this discussion last week. And I really do think that there's something going on. And we had mentioned the other day too about really being strong in your mind. And that was the one thing, the message that has been coming pretty strongly with the angels is that at this moment, address your challenges, address what it is that, you know,
Yes.
something comes up in your consciousness, something comes up in your awareness that is a trigger, or that is something that you're feeling a negative emotion about. Address it, heal it, clear it, remove it from your, I hate to say it this way, but I don't have another word right now, from your weakness roster.
Mm-hmm.
So, because what's happening right now is, you know, because we are a high frequency and because we are so powerful, the weakness roster is being used against us. So it'll go into our consciousness, into our psyche, and it will trigger us so that we are distracted from what we're actually supposed to be doing.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes.
And
Wow.
I've had a lot of that in the past 2 weeks and intensely in the past 4 days. Like so intensely, like I'll be in my vortex, I'll be happy, I'll be in joy, and then all of a sudden trigger.
Mm-hmm.
And there are very few weaknesses or there are very few things on my weakness roster now, but they're there. And I've been working on them. However, the ones that I'm having challenges clearing or challenges moving past are the ones that they're using strongly.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a pit bull with the bone, right? It's like you're as soon as you think, okay, well, I got the bone away from here, it comes again with the second attack. And so that's definitely what I've been experiencing the past several days intensely.
Well, that's what the planets say is going on as well. So just stay strong, stay close to source.
So I
Well,
just, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna add one more thing to that right before this call, and this is the reason why I was a little bit late. But right before this call, I have these clients that we do something called frequency surfing, and so we'll start out at maybe a 1200 frequency, and then we'll keep raising and raising and raising and raising until we become blissed out. And we got to this point where we knew we were in our vortex. Like we knew we were in alignment with who we are and in the creation state. And we began to create and we began to put out there and to move the energy. And we even created that anyone who comes within our energetic field is automatically offered this energy, is automatically offered the energy of creation. Now it can only be used for good. So it can only be used for benevolency and loving divine energy. However, anyone who comes in is now offered that frequency. And I think that even putting that energy out into our grid and pumping that energy out, that anyone that is open to it, that wants it, that allows for it to come in, automatically can go to their vortex frequency.
That's very cool.
I love that. My whole body is like, yeah. And I don't know if you saw the photo that I posted with the invitation to today's call. It was posted originally by a man named Lavelle Zimmerman, who is also a channel, and I follow him pretty steadily, pretty consistently. Eric introduced me to him, and he's always on point. And and it looks like it's earth, but it also looks like a swirl, like it's just kind of this swirl of energy. And then there's kind of this grid looking thing on top. And I was like, oh, that's how I see the grid. You know, like the grid sometimes is more defined, but I would love that, Shannon. I think that that's a yes to create that today, and I would
Yes.
you'd be open to leading that or guiding us, and then we can maybe do a round robin and add to it if we're called to do so. I just wanted to share really quickly the cards that I pulled. So from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck, the card of thunder wanted to be
Mm,
And the crow.
yeah.
um legends speak of great thunder beings who live in the sky and call for your attention when great occurrences are meant to happen in the world. They warn when tensions in a situation are called upon to be released. Their presence in your reading reminds you of the dramatic moments in life that change everything, both awesome and frightening when thunder arrives. It is also a wake-up call, one that you will not soon forget. When thunder comes into your reading, it refers to a big dramatic change that feels like a herd of wild bison on the run. You feel it right through your bones, and you know that you're powerless to influence whatever events have been set in motion. This is a time to be prepared for everything and anything. Your life is an adventure, and wonderful opportunities are arriving now. The trick is to learn to run with them. Qualities that you'll need now more than ever are flexibility, dexterity, and a willingness to experience it all without dictating from where or in what form opportunities will come. Destiny is arriving. Be ready. That's really powerful.
That astrology too right now. That card is like perfect for what's happening today in the astrology.
So this is the medicine of this card. Do you feel like unnecessary drama is waylaying your life? Could you be exhausted from listening to others tell you their never-ending victim story? Or could you be telling yourself a version of the same? It's time for an about face. You're being warned that to continue on this path will cause you to regret your choices, even if they appear benign or familiar. It's time to say no to drama, both yours and others. Focus on solutions rather than problems. You are worthy of a drama-free life. So that's awesome. And then from the Work Your Light deck, I'm not going to read the full card. I'll post it, but the first card was Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, with this sun, it's hard to see. And then Inner Temple, Devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So I love that that's what you were referring to, Jennifer, is like connecting to source. And I love the phrase heart portal or portal of the heart. Like that really speaks to me. So that's all I think I have to say. I don't know if anybody else has anything they want to say. I can do some tuning forks to kind of clear our energy, and then Shannon, if you want to do your magic. Is there anything else anybody wants to say before I do this? Okay, good. This is 432 hertz. So this is cellular regeneration. It's also known as the miracle tone. So we are sending out healthy cells, healthy bloodstream, healthy organs, healthy bones, healthy brain. Healthy senses. Healthy, healthy, healthy immune system. Ooh, yes. And now 528 hertz, solfeggio tone, love frequency, super high frequency. This is what we sound like. This is also known for DNA repair. So as we're entering into this raising of frequencies, frequency surfing, we know that our DNA is being repaired, all that no longer serves us. Anything that is not this version of us, highest version, highest timeline. Ooh. On this July 19th, 2022, will be repaired and restored anew. Or if it is obsolete and no longer necessary, it will just go away. I'm going to breathe this frequency in. I'm breathing in 432. Forgot to do that. And so it is.
And so it is.
Handing over to you, Shannon.
So what we're going to do is we're going to imagine ourselves in a room of light. And then we're moving into having the light surround us. And this golden light is just surrounding us. And as it surrounds us, it begins to permeate each and every one of our cells, every piece of our body. Anything heavy, anything negative, anything that needs to be removed, healed, cleared, cleansed is now being cleared, cleansed, removed, and healed. And as we open our minds to allow our frequency to raise, I will begin to start low and then begin to raise it. And when you get to the point that you begin to feel a deep sense of peace, I want you to let me know. And if there's any sort of brain skipping or any sort of anything that happens, just let me know. So we'll start off low at 1500, allowing our body to ebb and flow in the energy.
I wanted to say that as soon as you said golden light, the sun like came down on me. And then also, as you were talking about low energy, I was guided to take off my shoes and be barefoot on the grass. So this is simultaneously happening.
Wonderful. Going up to 2000. Feeling in the energy of 2000. I'm being guided to jump us to 5,000 as the other levels are just steps. Moving up to 5,000, if anybody has an issue or anybody is feeling resistance or any kind, just let me know.
That leap left me a little lightheaded, just slightly.
Let's go to 7,000. Anybody experiencing the difference between 2,000 and 7,000?
My body tingly.
Yeah, I'm feeling like I'm seeing the grid or like pathways like within, like I'm seeing sacred geometry when I close my eyes, that feels like it's going through my whole body, do you know,
Hmm.
like pathways, and it's golden light.
Jumping again to 10,000. Releasing the effort and allowing the ease.
Lots of dark purple and violet and orange and gold.
Up to 12,000.
My right hand is twitching.
Wonderful. Into 13,000. From 13,000, I'm being guided to jump us to 16. Is everyone okay with that?
Mm.
Anybody having any difficulty before I do that?
Feeling like I have to remember to breathe.
Yes. It's like warp speed, right?
Yeah.
16,000. My brain always hits the expansiveness at 16,000. Anybody else feeling the expansiveness?
Mm-hmm.
Let's expand it even more. Let's just push out our awareness.
This feels like a really good one to send into the grid.
Oh, we're doing that. Yeah, actually, every action that we're doing now, we're sending into the grid. The opportunity to jump, the opportunity to raise the frequency is there.
We invite any and all energy workers, light workers, high vibrational being in any time, space, dimension, and reality that are doing this sacred service at this time. The invitation is to join us in this frequency and in this field. You may come be with us now.
And even as we complete this process, the energy field remains open and continues. 18,000. I knew that was going to happen. What was that?
That was just my body reacts. That's all.
Good. Okay, just checking. Okay, we're going into 20,000. This has always been, for me, the connection to omnipresence, but a silent omnipresence. When you feel that silence, when you feel that connection, just let me know.
I felt it right away.
Now we're getting a little bit of AI interference. I don't know if you guys felt that, but my ears just went crazy. So we're going to have my team push that interference out. They're not welcome in this frequency. And if they continue in this frequency, then they automatically transmute.
I was guided to pick up my this table drum just now. So maybe that was it, was sensing that there was some attentive interference. I also got that at 20,000. It's actually the space between 17 and 20, like that whole space is all of the tools that we've been working with. The infinity symbol, the golden river, the honeycomb, the trioidal field. I can never pronounce that. Merkaba.
The I am.
I am presence, the heart portal, the tree people, the water, the elements,
Liquid crystal.
liquid crystal for sure.
The etherical crystal. Okay, into the vortex. Let's go. 22,000. Tell me when you're tapped into everything. It's nice that you laughed, because that's what my client did as soon as we hit this field. This is the all that is. This energy right here is instant manifestation. The perfect alignment with our vortex. But the only instant manifestations that occur here are benevolent, loving, and supported by the divine light and divine love. And we now put this into the grid and pump this opportunity out to every single person, every single being in this realm and in other realms. That only that which is in the highest and best, most loving, supportive, divine, benevolent good can be created in this energy. Anybody feel the heart chakra open?
My pineal did.
Yeah, my my third eye or pineal did as well.
Same here.
Just feeling very balanced. And I was just guided. We'll see it when we look back at it. So light language with my hands, that was like mirror things, like masculine, feminine, light and dark. Like it was a centered kind of energy.
Anyone that wants to add in this one?
I also would like to add that this is a great opportunity right now in this space to release any limiting beliefs that you might hold that are holding you back from achieving your goals and desires and living your best ultimate life. And in this space, I would suggest that people release them, cross those boundaries, let everything go that's been holding you up, open yourself up for the new path that Source is laying out for you. That can come in any shape, size, form, or way. So be on the lookout. But you have to release and cleanse first. And this is a great space to be in. That's all.
I am. Where the I am. I release all things that no longer serve me. I release all things that no longer work for me. I choose forgiveness because it feels better to be in love.
I release blocks that are standing, I've put in my way to achieve my goals.
I step aside and let spirit lead the way.
Mm. I am love. I am loving. I am loved.
I am in
force. I am abundance. I am safety and security. I am limitless.
I every,
Say that again, honey.
I am connected to everything that is good and benevolent.
I am the I am.
I still my mind so I may hear my soul.
I say yes to that. My heart is my compass. My heart is my GPS.
I am me and I am perfect just the way I am. My uniqueness is a gift to the world. And I openly share it with all who want to receive it with love.
I am always safe in spiritual authenticity. I am divinely directed and protected.
I claim and protect the ascension timeline for Mother Earth and trust it.
The need for protection as we've known it is complete. In this vibration, there's only this vibration. There's only this focus on all that is, all that can be, all that shall be.
I give myself permission to create the life I've always dreamed.
That's a good one.
Sending out special love in this frequency to our soul sister Gina and anyone else. This
Yes.
time, please feel this energy, feel this love, feel this healing.
I'm going to have to step off, everyone, but I will continue to maintain the energy.
Okay.
Lots of love to everyone. I'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. Love you.
All right. Bye-bye. Love you.
Maria, are you there? Christina, are you there? Anything you want to add before we come back down?
I'm here. I'm just laying in the grass, just being in bliss.
Nice. Anything you want to create in this space? What we were talking about this morning?
Well, yeah, being in abundance and really calling in all the things that are for the highest good for the people that I'm wanting to serve and for myself as well. And just knowing that everything works for the good of each of us, trusting.
Yes, thank you.
I'd like to also reach out to our inner child, our inner, and let them know it's okay to dream and create and be who you are. Love yourself. You know, just show yourself to the world. Be visible and let the world see you. It's okay.
That's perfect.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you for always presencing the inner child.
Yeah. Thumbs up for me, so.
Yeah, I love that, you know, like that brings it full circle, right? Like I've become really clear that's the work that I do is I invite people's inner child out to play.
Yes, I think we forget about them sometimes, and they're very integral part of our souls and who we are. We can't forget about them.
You know? So
And-
Cynthia, I'd like to ask you to bring us back down into our bodies and complete.
All
So
right.
we're setting this 22,000 frequency. What? We're setting it in the grid. It has been already done, and we are so blessed and grateful for any and all high vibrational beings that have joined us in this frequency, in this energy, and we move forward together in partnership and collaboration as one energy. We're so blessed. Cynthia, go for it.
All right. Let's remember to breathe in the light we feel, to breathe in the blessing of these frequencies, and to store them in our heart so that at any point during our day, we can easily access them simply by breathing into our heart. And as we do so, feel the frequency lowering and slowing, like the gentle turn of a knob, coming back down to 18,000. Sit in this frequency for just a moment. Let your body adjust. Turn the dial down just a little bit more to 15,000. You may feel the energy swirl in this vortex inside of your body and allow the energy to move through every cell, every bone, every fiber, your blood. Let it move through you. Down to 13,000. Let's take a moment to breathe. Sit with it for just a moment. And as we do, we release any tensions at all with the memory that we are loved and that we are the I am itself. And as the frequency moves down to 10,000, I'd like you to feel this frequency specifically in your sacral chakra. Let it vibrate there for a moment. And as it does, it helps release and ease any of the blockages, any residual, effortlessly, easily vibrated out, given back to source, to make way for new creative possibilities. And now the frequency comes down. We're at 5,000. Breathe in again and let it out, let it out, let it out. Back down to 2. And as we do, let's take a moment to thank Gaia as she moves through her changes in frequency, as her Shaman reflects it. We say, thank you, we love you, Gaia. We love you, Mother, thank you. All right, so we come back to our own 0 point, the restoration and renovation, rejuvenation of our own inner frequencies that reach out to our highest light. And so it is, I am complete.
So it is.
So it is. I am complete.
So it is. I'm complete.
That was nice.
That was very nice.
Nice energy, guys.
Yes.
Ooh.
When we were going back down, and we reached about 15, and I had so much energy swirling through me, and I looked over at the grass and I could see the grass breathing with me. It's so cool. It's such a cool
Beautiful.
like the earth is moving through that process with me. It's so cool, right?
That's awesome. I just got
Mhm.
chills. I love that. That's very cool, Jules.
That's because you were connected to source in my mind.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's what happens. It's gorgeous.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
very nice energy bath.
Yes.
So, on that blissful moment, um, we have a couple more minutes, but if anybody doesn't have anything they want to add at the end, I don't think there really is anything to add. I guess I could read the Work Your Light cards that I pulled.
Okay.
Yeah.
You feel about that?
Yeah.
So, leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Life bends for the courageous. The universe wants to support you, but first you need to leap, to throw your life up in the air. Perhaps you know what you're being called to leap toward or away from, but are scared to make the move. Or maybe perhaps you're waiting for a big fat sign or instruction manual or permission to do so first. If this is you, then this card is your sign and permission slip to take a deep breath and leap into the unknown. It's scary to let go of all that we know and hope for something new. And it's normal to feel anxious at the thought of letting go of what we know for sure. But this is the unavoidable process of rising. I'm going to say that again. This is the unavoidable process of rising. And right now, this is how you're being called to live. Nature is constantly showing us how to live with courage. Fall comes every year and encourages the trees to loosen their grip, to allow what once was so full of life to fall away leaf by leaf. For a moment, it feels like nothing will grow again. The branches are left bare without the comfort of what once was. But in the morn of spring, new shoots begin to appear and something new is born that is even more glorious than before. You go first. Take a good leap, take a good run up and leap. And then the second card is Inner Temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. You are being called to be a devoted student and tune into your heart, to incorporate true devotion into your life. You could be being called to develop a regular meditation, journaling, or chanting practice, or to show up to your soul with rhythm. I love that. To develop a daily practice where you fill up your well and spend time with your soul. All of your answers to all of the questions that you seek are waiting for you in the portal of your heart. But you cannot hear them unless you carve out time each day to listen. Your soul is yearning for a deeper relationship with you. And so the more time you spend with it and show up to it, the more clearly it will guide you.
Yeah.
Heard.
Oh, I just had a deja vu.
Yeah, it's not, the card's not quite done yet, but I feel like we've heard that message before. I had to pause. I was like, whoa. We are here to grow as souls. Earth is one big playground for the soul to learn. Cosmic playground. Earth is one big cosmic playground for the soul to learn. And you are being called to go deeper in your soul growth or to increase your devotion by being a student of a lineage or a spiritual teacher. If you've already been a committed student, then you're being commended for your devotion. Your guides want you to know how proud of you they are and that the time you spend in devotion is priceless. If you're questioning your career or life path, your guides want you to turn your focus toward devotion and this prayer.
Yes.
Please use me in a way that delights my mind, body, and soul. May my life be one big moving prayer.
Okay. I'm gonna grab
Commit to a daily devotional practice. I'm pretty sure we've pulled this card before.
Yes. This morning I just pulled that card, devoted and committed. So Yeah, that's confirmation right there.
Don't you love it?
I love it. All right, beauties. Thank you for coming today. Marie, it's different every week. So you're welcome to come back. I hope that you do. And thank you for spontaneously joining us today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It's great to meet you all.
And I will see you all next week. I'll post this on the Cosmic Playground and I Am Collective shortly, about a half an hour or so. And be blessed.
All right. Love and blessings, everyone.
Ciao.
Love- Bye.
Bye, bye.